Welcome, I'm Bev Adams. I own an independent paper crafting business showcasing products from Stampin' Up. I made this simple Stampin' card with products from Stampin' Up. I sell these products and also a few items to make crafting more convenient. I have the free detailed directions for this project on my website. You'll be able to click the links for the products that you would like to be taken to my online store at Stampin' Up. You'll see where to find all of that at the end of this video, so don't worry about taking notes. It's time to put stamps, ink, and paper together. I use Timeless Tropical. I love the font on this, and I love that you can make feminine and masculine cards. It's great for vacation time or birthday, maybe retirement, or even just a friendship card. I also used watercolor shapes. This is a fun stamp set that you can use as a background like we're going to use it today, but you can also use it as elements. You can make a moon with it. You can layer all kinds of shapes on a card. I think I'm really going to like playing with the stamp set. I'm using the Pool Party stamp pad. And then rather than using many stamp pads, I'm suggesting that you get the Neutrals Stampin' Write markers. Our Stampin' Write markers are great for writing notes and also for coloring. Stampin' Up! Sells them in family groups, so you get 10 markers. I'm using another family group as well. I'm using the Settles cardstock. If you buy the Settles cardstock assortment, you get two 8.5 by 11 sheets of these 10 colors, and we're using Pool Party today. So I've got a basic white envelope and our Pool Party card base. This is a half sheet of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. I just scored it at 4 1/4 and then cut it in half, and that gives you 2 card bases. I have a piece of basic white that's 4 by 5 1/4 for the inside of the card, and a piece of basic white for the front. This piece is 2.5 by 4. You will need a large E block for this stamp. Stampin' Up! Sells the stamp sets, and then the blocks are sold separately, but you reuse the blocks over and over again. That saves both money and it also saves storage space on your shelf. So I'm opening up my Pool Party stamp pad. Stampin' Up! Sells 2 kinds of stamps. We have the clear photopolymer stamps, and we also have red rubber cling stamps. The photopolymer stamps do not have the padding that our red rubber stamps have, so you might want to have a magazine or I have a little pad of grid paper. And the other thing that's nice about the grid paper is you can stamp it off. So I'm going to just stamp here and take off some of that ink because I want a lighter shade of the blue. The irregular coloration is part of the plan. I just wanted the hint of blue so that it did give a little bit of focus and background, but I want the image to stand out. I can clean this stamp. Often I just hold them under a faucet to clean them. I'm using the Stampin' Scrub and Stampin' Mist, which is a good cleaner for them. We also have something called a Simply Chamois that can clean these stamps. I can put this stamp right back in its spot in the case. This stamp should really have a smaller block for it, but I'm going to go ahead and use the big block. And then I'm getting the soft suede marker. These markers have a thin line to show you that this is the writing tip, and so it's really good for writing notes. And it also has the big brush tip, and this has a darker line, and you can use these for inking your stamp. So I've got the marker very much on the side, and I'm rubbing the side of that marker over the stamp, trying to make sure I get the whole surface covered. And then I want to stamp the bottom of this cardstock with my greeting. I've cleaned that stamp, and I can reuse the same block for the palm tree. And we're going to use that same coloring method and color the palm tree trunks, and then switch to the mossy meadow for the palm fronds. Each one of our family groups has kind of a rainbow of colors. So you get a red and a blue and a green in each one of the family groups. In this case, we've got mossy meadow, and these neutrals can be used just like you would use black or white clothes as a neutral that you can mix with any color. And so I'm going to stamp my palm tree. Very nice. Clean this stamp. And reuse the block. The stamp has a little pineapple. Ideally, you would want to have a block that's pretty close to the size of the stamp. It will keep you from rocking the stamp. Sometimes you can get ink on the side of a stamp, and that ends up stamping on the paper. That's called a halo. And you want to avoid that. So we're going to stamp this larger white cardstock on the inside. And then we're going to just put this on the inside. You can really use any kind of adhesive for this part. I'm using Stamp and Seal. It's a kind of double stick tape that doesn't have the plasticky tape part of the. And I'm going to put this on the front. You could put this directly on the card, but I like to pop things up with these dimensionals, and they really add a lot. If you go looking at cards at the store, you'll see some raised images on the expensive cards. It's really simple to do. You peel them off the sheet, and then they've got a backing. So these are adhesive on both sides of those little foam dots. And we're just going to put this on the card front. If you would like to decorate your envelope, it's always kind of nice. And you can use any image that you've used on a card to stamp the envelope. So I think I'm going to put a pineapple on my envelope, just to give a flavor for what's to come inside. And that's it, simple stamping. Here is the web address for this project, where you'll find the free detailed directions and links for the products I used. You'll be able to click the links to be taken to my online store at Stampin' Up. Also on my website, you can click Home near the top of the page to find lots of resources. Under Shop, you can find the products I offer to make crafting more convenient, how to get free products with my frequent shopper rewards, and a link to my online store at Stampin' Up. Click Inspiration to scroll all my projects back to 2011, most with detailed directions and videos. Though the products in those older projects have been retired, you may find techniques, layouts, and color combinations to inspire you today. If you're new to stamping, you might want to take a look at the basics. You'll find out how to cut card bases and layers, and what's special about Stampin' Up, and some of my favorite tools. Under Organization, you'll find tons of free resources such as catalog tabs, labels and case inserts, color tools, and much more. You can take a tour of my craft wall. More organization means more time for crafting. Come stamp with me here in Ventura County, California, or get the best deal of all and join my team of crafters. The team is called SIP Together, and it stands for Stamps, Ink, and Paper Together. The team is made of crafters who want to save money on the products they buy, share with a few friends, or grow a business like mine. Be sure to subscribe to my website and on YouTube. Talk to you soon. Bye.